Here outside of Milwaukee Police District 1, where law enforcement is out in full force this morning. All officers are patrolling in two-person units. 150 police officers trained in crowd control are on duty, along with 100 Milwaukee County Sheriff's deputies. This after 6...
Yeah, they're starting to throw bricks and rocks again. You can see the march ended here at Sherman and Burleigh, where all of the activity took place and started last night. And then the group kind of splintered off. And the group of them here that stayed on Sherman has now started with throwing. And officers still ready in their tactical gear at this point. Right now, though, it does appear that things are starting to get a little bit out of control.
This after 6 Northside businesses burned. 8 police vehicles were damaged or destroyed by bricks, bullets, or fire. A 16-year-old girl is recovering after being hit by a stray bullet. 4 cops were hit with concrete or flying glass. In response from a request from the Milwaukee County Sheriff, David Clark, Governor Scott Walker has activated 125 members of the National Guard to...
Officer didn't know it at the time, but there were 23 rounds in that gun.
This is fucking cracking, nigga. My nigga brought the city out tonight, broke ass.
Y'all gave us the right to carry these. This mean I don't have any felonies. This mean I went the right way. This mean I did what y'all did.
No, his mama, y'all fighting for her loss. Burning down shit ain't gonna help nothing. Burning down shit ain't gonna help nothing. Take that shit to the suburbs. Burn that shit down. Burn that shit down.
Man, come on, man. Y'all setting us up, man. Y'all ain't right, man. Y'all think we ain't catching on. Y'all setting us up, man. Y'all setting us up, man.
If I can, did y'all, is it true that he had a, because I personally went to Baltimore for Freddie Gray. And what a lot of people don't realize was Freddie Gray had a lawsuit against the police department, and he actually won it the day that they killed him. He was supposed to get that money. Is it true that your brother had a lawsuit or a case against the police department?
That's what I was saying, yes. They hit him.
Okay, so...
And this is not the first time they hit him, to be real honest. They hit him before again.
You said they hit him, like hit him with a car?
Yeah, they hit him. They was doing at least like 90 outside. Hit him coming
Hit the
across
car?
20.
He always has car accidents for some odd reason.
With the police?
Yes.
That's crazy. So he had a lawsuit against the police?
I gotta say to white America, bravo. You guys have pulled off the world's greatest Jedi mind trick on society. Yeah. Because this notion that black men are to be feared and black men and black people are scary is hilarious to me. Because historically speaking, white people, you guys have been the most dangerous motherfuckers on the planet. You wiped out the Indians. You kidnapped niggas. You repressed us for 400 years. We get beat by the judicial system. We get beaten, killed by the cops. Cam Newton is a thug, but yet you've seen videos of him giving shoes and things away to people in wheelchairs. And he's got a great smile, the most least non-threatening dude ever. When it comes to that stigma, that black people are to be feared, that is the biggest hypocrisy on the planet. Historically, y'all have been the most dangerous motherfuckers on the planet. Black people ain't never hung nobody from trees, ain't never shot nobody with water hoses, ain't never sick dogs on them, ain't never don't screw white people through the judicial system, ain't never raped, murdered, and pillaged. Come on, man.
I want to say to my brothers and sisters out there, keep screaming Black Lives Matter. I want to say to my brothers and sisters out there, keep fighting the power. Keep doing everything within your power to fight for justice, for Freddie Gray, for Mike Brown, for Alton Sterling, Philando Castile, and all of the others who have died under state-sanctioned murder by these police officers. We got to speak loud, proud, and we got to fight against both of them. And we will continue to do so.
And with the itch, where thou cannot be healed. You see that? That's talking about STDs and stuff.
That's right.
So to prove, these are all things that came from Egypt as well. But keep reading, King. The Most High shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart. See that? The Most High is going to smite thee with madness, blindness, astonishment of heart. Read that again, King.
Hit me with some facts.
The Most High shall smite thee with madness and blindness and
I was going to answer you, but you're a little too argumentative. I was going to answer you. But you're a little argumentative. Okay, well, I'll point it down. That's all you have to say. So then, when we're talking about how can we trace our nationality? I'm telling you, we're tracing our nationality through something that's extremely metaphysical. And we're talking about the spirit of prophecy. The spirit of prophecy has told us our situation that we're going through today. And that's the only in the book, the Bible. That's only in that book.
So what you know about the Council of Nicaea?
The Council...
What happened during the Council of Nicaea?
Okay, the Council of Nicaea has been the Council of Nicaea has been misunderstood in agenda and what they supposedly tampered with and what they supposedly didn't. What the Council of Nicaea was down for was the same thing the Mezerites was down for, trying to preserve the name of the Most High, the pure name. So they added in things like Adonai and Baal to try to hide the name of the Most High. Other than that, all of the doctrine is the same. What's our historical proof on this? The Dead Sea Scrolls. 96% accurate. 96, King, let me answer you. 96% accurate to the KJV. The only difference is the grammar and sentence structure. We got our scriptures. We got our ancestry preserved.
Where did the scriptures come from?
Our people.
Where did that come from?
Our people?
Where did the scriptures come from?
Back in Israel, before 70 AD. In 70 AD, the Romans kicked us out of Israel. Who was Haru? The Harubi text? That's what you want to get into? We can answer the Harubi text, King. As you can see, we well learned. We know about the Harubi text. So they explain that to you. The Harubi text is revelation that the Most High was dealing with other people before the nation of Israel. That's all. That's it. Period. And we got revelation of that in our scriptures. The Most High talked to kings before Israel was a nation. That's it. So they got revelation of the Most High because the wisdom of the Most High was spread from all his men of God.
Jesus ain't the story of Haru.
No, those are two separate. So we can answer all questions, King.
That's not the proof, but I hear you.
Wait a second. We can prove it because the story of Haru.
Where in the Bible?
Wait, no, outside of the Bible now. So you, we with you where you at?
outside of the Bible, we see in various cultures that they have bits and pieces of our storyline from the Bible. Some of our wise sayings, some of our proverbs, and the thing about Christ or a Savior coming. Why is this? Because from the beginning of time, man has been prophesied to that a Savior was going to come and restore us in our pure connection with the Most High. So it's not asinine to see that story being, in all other cultures. No, I'm just talking with you and moving my hand. So we can see that our culture, bits and pieces of it would be in other cultures, because our culture was
prior to your culture.
Wait, prior to? What's prior to? Abraham was a Hebrew. Noah was a Hebrew. These were Hebrews.
Why were these people at? Why ain't none of these people? They found no bones.
Okay, we can answer the archaeological answer. No, we ain't finna give you no we ain't got to give you no metaphysical answer. We gonna tell you logically. What happened. How many times have our land been ramshacked? How many times have our land been? Wait, I'm answering you, King. I'm answering you. I can't get my answer across, King. It's rude to cut a man off. It's rude to cut a man off in his speech. We can explain that. Your situation is different than mine if you were Egyptian. So, how many times have my land been ramshacked? Several. On the same bloodline. Secondary, we need to work on the first. I know the Ishmaelites is Isaac's brother, but we need to worry about the people who was raised in our household, which is those 12 tribes right there. That's what we worry about. Before you worried about somebody outside of your house, you get your house together. So that's what we come out here to do. We come out here to get our house together. That's what we come out here to do. So, God bless you, sir.
And a lot of our brothers are saying that the Bible is a white man's book. No, it is not. They say he's a white homosexual, King James. No, he was not. Give him Leviticus chapter 20, verse 11, King. He was a fag, he was white.
Prove that. Prove that, King.
He was a fag, he was white.
Prove that.
He was a fag.
Prove that with history. Okay, so if I go in history and I show you that he was a Moor and that he wasn't a homosexual, why wouldn't you consider my fact?
If he was a Moor, why y'all ain't teaching Hebrew Israelites? If the Moors and the Hebrews are the same people.
Because that's what they acknowledge him as. We don't know specifically if King James was a Hamite African or if he was a Hebrew Israelite. But we have
Hamites are brothers, though?
No, Hamites are not our brothers.
How not? Why?
The 12 tribes of Israel right
not
there
your
are
brothers
brothers.
when they part of the Noah's son. How you not?
Because the royalty of our bloodline went through specific people, and Ham was not that person. I told you.
Abraham had how many sons? How many sons Abraham had?
Ham's son Canaan was a homosexual. He did something ungodly, and their bloodline was cursed.
Wait, hold on.
Canaan.
Inbreeding too, though.
Okay.
They inbreeded in the so-called. They inbreeded in the so-called. What do they call that?
Lot with his 2 daughters is what you're talking about. Yeah, the Moabites and the Ammonites. We know about that, King.
The tree of knowledge was what they call the Garden of Eden.
Yeah, that's right. We know about
from the woman's rib.
Yeah, we know about that, King. So what's the justification?
Look, ain't no woman came from no man.
But man is the source of life. Your semen is alive inside of you. I just told you, brother, your semen is alive inside of you. So show you life starts with you, period. It's already alive in you, King. It's already alive in you. She take your seed and incubate it. She bring your seed forth like the ground do.
At one time,
exactly.
The woman that was on Earth, though.
Exactly.
You do research. One time, the woman only existed on Earth.
Well, we know scientifically that can't be possible because where did the woman get her a mate from? Where did the woman get her mate from to make us?
Physical being has to come through a womb.
I asked y'all a question, gentlemen. Where did the woman get her mate from if she was the first person?
And where did the man get his mate from then?
We got an explanation for that. The woman came from him.
The woman came from him?
That's right. That's right. That's why women are weaker than us. That's why women are weaker than us.
Women weaker than us physically?
Or physically. Mentally, we can all become one if we keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. I didn't say mentally. I said physically. Physically.
It's proven that women actually...
Okay, King, you know what I'm talking about. I know a woman can give birth, or can a woman lift shit like we can? Okay, so we are the provider. And because we are the provider, we provided for her to exist. We provided her existence. That's symbolic.
We talk about the higher power, we gotta understand masculine and feminine energy.
Okay.
You feel me?
Okay.
We gotta know the sun and the moon.
Okay, but I just
talk about numerology, or talk about
we can talk about numerology.
We just showed it.
Wait, King. I told you I got evidence that show that King James was black and wasn't a homosexual. So why you won't consider that?
Okay, so you know why it's so important. He that leads to captivity should go into captivity. We all know why it's so important. He that leads to captivity should go into captivity. We all know why it's so important. He that leads to captivity should go into captivity. We all.
That's right.
If I can wipe your DNA.
That's right, sister. That's right. That's right. That's right, sister. Educate them, mother.
Y'all watch the movie, The Book of Eli.
That's right. That was symbolic about us. And a black man carrying the word of the Lord.
The white man said, if I get a book,
I can control the people. He wanted our book.
The word of God is talking about our book. The word of God is talking about our book. The word of God is talking about our book.
That's right. Look how woke up we is.
Yeah, we all know.
That's right.
We know that.
Look how woke up we is.
We not out here to convert people to no
praise God.
We out here to wake people up.
We don't have no religion, King. We don't have no religion. We have a culture from God.
What's the solution right now?
We have a culture from God. The solution. I'm finna tell you the solution.
When the moon come out.
I'm finna tell you the solution.
When that moon come out. When this motherfucker goes down, the moon.
I want to tell you the solution, but I need you to listen to me. King, I want to tell you the solution, but I need you to listen to me. The solution is we are going to destroy America's economic system by building a nation within America. And that nation are those people right there.
Why y'all trying to convert people, man?
We bringing people back to our true ancestry. We're not converting people to nothing you don't belong to. You are a Hebrew Israelite. That's not productive. That's not productive towards building a nation. We need to build a nation.
Speak the scripture you just spoke. You said the economical. You said we go tear the economical system down. You just said something.
Yes, through our wisdom, we are gonna produce a solution. I'm gonna answer him, and you can ask me a question, King, please. He asked me. He said, "How are we going to produce a solution through the scriptures, coming back to the 12 tribes of Israel, our ancestry?" I said, by doing so, we are going to build a nation within this nation, and by default, as we keep the law, statutes, and commandments, America's economic system will crumble.
And it's only going to crumble with our physical action.
And that's keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Yeah, the 12 tribes of the scriptures. Okay, that's Genesis 49. It speaks it prophetically based off of the description of their land and the character of their culture.
So you can code it and say, this is what it means. And if I read it and say, this is what it means.
Well, we can connect it with history. And we see Christopher Columbus having his memoirs, and they made a movie about him coming over here with Hebrew translators because he knew the people over here was as the real Hebrew Israelites.
Wait, you come on.
So we can so we can look at history and we could go to the media and validate all things.
So the Moors and the Hebrews are the same people.
The
Moors and the Hebrews are the same people. Just on the different side of Africa.
No, the word Moors. Wait, the word
Asians though.
They the first motherfuckers who came.
Asia at one time.
They was the first person who came into Africa and conquered Africa first. And then that's how we get the Asiatic thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Chapter 2. When the Asians come out the cave, came out the magnet. This is why a lot of Hebrews like they rolled because a lot of the Asians was called nomads.
But wait, King, you off because the Asian people come from the incest of Lot and his daughter. That's why they had a chinked eye. That's where the Moabites and the Ammonites come from. So we ain't got no connection with the Asian culture. I'm talking about the Moabites and the Ammonites, Chinese people.
We know that the world was one. The land was one landmass.
Okay, Pangea.
Great fucking earthquake.
Right, that was when the flood happened.
They telling us that we came over here enslaved on a boat, but we were already fucking over here.
Yeah, we came over here. That's validated in the Bible. That's in the Bible. King Solomon commissioned naval shipyards to go explore. We was already over here.
We was already over here.
That's in the Bible, though. That's in the Bible. That's right. No, they're not Asian. They're not Asian. There's no way you could travel across the Beringia Strait. During the time where they say the Beringia Strait.
When the world was one, you can walk to this.
Okay, but the scriptures tell us in Ezra. But let me explain, King. The scriptures say in the book of Ezra. The scriptures say in the book of Ezra that the Native Americans came over here when they was going into captivity.
You can be like, man, I got Indian in my blood. I got an auntie, my great grandma, she full-blooded Indian, but you ain't getting no.
But wait a second, your genealogy is traced through your father's lineage, not through your mother's, because the father is the progenitor of life. Life originates with him. So you have to trace your genealogy through your father, because everything produces seed after its own kind. That way, if I'm a Hebrew Israelite man from the tribe of Judah, I'm going to produce a man from the tribe of Judah when I have a seed, or a woman from the tribe of Judah, because she's my seed.
We can sit here all day and speak upon what tribe we from, what nation we from. The whole thing is, we got to get clean over here. We got to get clean over here.
We've been different complexions from the beginning of time. It's different shades of dust. It's different shades of dust.
This is Sunday. We worship the Father. We know it.
Of course. No, we don't. We out here working to help our people open their minds up. We're not out here because it's Sunday. You can work for God any day of the week, King. Any day of the week.
God on the street and go pray with them.
Why the hell would we want to? They a copycat of who we are. They stole our culture and our ancestors. Why would we go vibe with the wicked?
Are y'all anti-African?
Are we anti-African? Israel is technically in Africa. We are anti-anybody outside of the laws, statutes, and commandments. We are anti-anybody outside of Christ. We are anti-anybody who are against or promote the oppression of those bloodlines of people right there. That's who we are anti. If you fuck with the commandments, we fuck with you. You want to be with the Christ, we down with you. If you want to help support the 12 tribes of Israel, you are brothers. Point blank period. I don't give a damn what your bloodline is. Okay, you dig it.
If that's the case, okay, you talk about this. Because I ain't got nothing against people religion. I don't give a fuck you Christian.
We not religious. Okay, bro, we believe in the spirituality of our ancestors. They were Hebrew Israelites. Why do you think they saying Kumbaya? Let's look in the Bible. Nehemiah, Jeremiah, Obadiah, Zechariah, Zephaniah, hallelujah. But then our ancestors come over here and say Kumbaya. They calling out to the God of our people. Wake up, Jacob. Wake up, Jacob.
Y'all God our people.
Huh?
So why the hell we was enslaved for so many years?
Because we didn't keep God's commandments, so he punished us.
What's your holy name?
Huh?
What's your holy name?
My name is Gabaria Da'awan Ban Yasharala, which means warrior of God. No, that's Paleo Hebrew. Come up here, King. I'm up here working.
The 12 tribes of what?
The 12 tribes of Yashra'al, Israel.
Do your nationality tie you back to that?
That is our nationality.
When you go to court, can you uphold your nationality with your nation's flag?
Yeah, through the law. We don't need a flag to have the Sovereign Immunities Act imposed. You don't need a flag. And we can sovereignize ourselves. No, you just need to identify your skin. No.
You American.
No.
If they don't
That's why your nationality in the
no, wait a second.
Yes, it does, bro.
You can sovereignize yourself.
My cousin get free from
Look,
the county, bro.
let me answer your question. Let me answer your question.
I did the same.
Wait a second. Let me answer your question. Let me answer this question. Brother, let me answer your question. You said that you need a flag, but according to the Constitution and the United States codes, a man has the right to change his nationality at his discretion. So you don't need a flag to claim your nationality. What you do need to do is go through the process of the Sovereign Immunity Act.
In a court of law.
In a court of law.
In the Western land, bro.
In a court of law, you do two things.
Who you are.
What am I going to do?
Get right.
I'm going to go in there and say two things. I'm going to go in there and say two things. Under the Uniform Commercial Code, Section 1, subsection 308, I reserve my rights to be tried as a sovereign citizen within the United States. What is my appellation? My appellation, or what I want to be called, is Gabar Yaban Yashrala. I am not the straw man in all capitals known as Devin Allen. I have sovereignized myself. What is my nationality, which I could claim at my discretion without a fucking flag? Hebrew Israelite. Case closed. Next question.
I didn't use the nationality part. You gotta have land. You gotta be able
like I said, if you follow that process, you good, King. Bro, if you follow that process, you good. If you follow that process, you good.
I respect all. I might not agree with y'all religion or y'all religion.
Our spirituality, there we go. It's yours, because what's the spirituality of your ancestors? What your ancestors believe?
Understand too, we can't deny, everything ties in itself. All 360 degrees. So this time, I just got jumped like come to the war time, it's all silence, bro.
But what about the connection to the creator of the universe? That's where the Moors lack at. Because y'all don't have the proper perception of the God that created all things. Y'all on point. Y'all on point when it comes to the law. Y'all on point when it comes to the law and sovereignty. I commend y'all for that. But y'all don't have the perception of metaphysics.
We ain't going to y'all synagogue when we at the temple.
Wait
ain't bringing us together.
Wait a second.
Y'all teach us the spirituality.
Right.
We teach all the law.
But we just started this group, and all things come with time. So there will be a season when the Most High will give us a building in which we could compel y'all to come to get taught. But there are other brothers all across the country, in the hundreds of thousands, that have temples and that are waking our people up daily. So you can receive this same truth. Right, that's biblical prophecy. There will be some who leave the faith.
When the moon come out, big baby.
That's biblical prophecy.
We out here with y'all rolls on, fighting against them. When they come to oppress us,
we're going to be out here teaching and waking us up mentally, because the battlefield is the mind. The battlefield is the mind.
I really think that white supremacy give a fuck if you're a Hebrew Israel.
Yes, they don't give a fuck if you call yourself an Egyptian or anything else. But say you God's chosen people, say Jesus is black, say them white motherfuckers is lying and in our land, and you start a revolution by default. And that's what I'm trying to get y'all to realize. This is the revolution. This is being a Hebrew. Amen. And just say lie. And say lie if you agree with me on that. Pray on it and meditate on it.
Can y'all deal with brothers and sisters?
We can work with anybody.
Who practice voodoo?
Voodoo? Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to clarify this not only metaphysically, but we're going to go scripturally. But because I like y'all, because I know y'all like metaphysics, I'm going to hit y'all with the metaphysics. If our energy doesn't consist of the same substance, how can we coexist? Does negative and positive now repel? Therefore, spiritualities that is not in tune with the same wavelength of energy that ours is, which is Ahaya, Asher, Ahaya, Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah. If you're not in tune with that energy, then I'm sorry, we can't coexist. Because your energy is of a substance that is of a different substance than my energy, and therefore they repel each other. But the Bible says the revolution is simply, we have two different sources for the cause. We out here for the revolution of our people, but we have two different sources for the cause. Our source is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Our source is the God of our ancestors. That is our source for our revolution. But wait, nigga is in the Bible, Acts 13:1, and they called the prophets nigga because they was black. So we the real niggas. We, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the real guys. We the real black royals.
Native American, you can accept Mexican, but you can't accept African.
Wait a second. second. There's Africans over in Africa that are our people. The Limba, the Ashanti. Right, that's right. But we speaking based on this level of intelligence. Baby girl, the wicked flee when none pursue it. I believe she's probably a Hamite though. She might be a Hamite. Her dad African or something. So she could defend her people. I'm out here defending my people. No, they not. Our brothers are the 12 tribes of Israel. My ancestors came over here speaking Hebrew. My ancestors came over here saying Kumbaya. Kumbaya. What is God's name? Hallelujah. I just broke that down to you, right? So your ancestors are Hebrew. Together, that's why. Right. But your ancestors didn't sing that when they was in captivity. But they sang Kumbaya.
In the church they say hallelujah.
Right, that's God's name. You missing the point.
You think what I mean?
Of course I do, kid. I agree with you. I love you. You my brother. I agree with you on the right. That's why we build it. But if our ancestors spoke Hebrew, why are we in a nationality or a faith outside the one of our ancestors? They would be ashamed of us. Point blank period. They would be ashamed of us.
Israel. You not here from all of Africa. And the thing is, all of us are from.
But we not from the whole continent of Africa. Africa ain't even the name of it. That's Leo Scipius Africanus, who the Italian dude or whatever who conquered the land or whatnot. So what we're saying is we come from a specific group of family of people, and this is who we represent. Not everybody in the land. We represent a bloodline, a tribe, a family, a nation of people.
We get your bloodline straight back to prove it.
Wait a second. Okay.
Like the ground I stand on.
We can use genetics and go to a certain point, which will connect the dot, and I'll show you the connection point. Our genetics is totally different from all other Africans there, except for the ones who claim the Igbo, the Ashanti, and the Limba, those who claim Hebrew Israelite. Our genetics are different from other Africans, but more corresponded to white people. Why is that? Because the Bible says that the people of Israel, Jacob, his twin brother was the white man, Esau. So that's why we could prove that genetically, which coexists with the scriptures. You a Hebrew Israelite, most likely from the tribe of Judah. Keep the law, statutes, and commandments with faith in Christ, and build with your brothers so we can start this revolution and organize this nation and see America destroyed.
We've been angry since the 20s, since we came over here on this ship. Where have all this have gotten us anywhere?
Nowhere.
We're getting you revolution.
No.
Peace with them, peace with the Most High God.
Right. Peace with our people. Peace with our people. Peace with our people.
You tried everything else out here.
That's right.
I'm asking y'all.
Go ahead, kid.
We gotta let them know we ain't playing no motherfucking more. Have y'all even tried to keep the statute commandment that's written?
But first we got to unify with wisdom. We got to unify. But with wisdom. But with wisdom, brother. But with wisdom.
They gonna keep on killing our beautiful daughters.
We got to be. We got to be organized and do it with wisdom, brother. With wisdom.
We rejected his law. Your churches is pimping y'all. They're not teaching you anything. That's the reason why we're trying to tell y'all.
That's right, sister.
Go ahead, take 28 and 15. But it should come to pass if thou shalt not hearken unto the voice of the Most High thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses should come upon thee and overtake thee. Now jump to verse 48. All these curses will keep continuing on you because you ain't even trying to keep the Most High's law, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
Verse 48. Therefore, if thou shalt serve thy enemy, with the Most High shall stand against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness, and in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness. Tell me, how many more people out here on the farm and market to go shop food from? We don't own nothing. Who you buying it from? Your enemy. That's a curse. How many millionaires are you wearing on your shoes?
Man, we teach it like a mug, and it's a lot of people woke up out here. Just like how I expected, it's beautiful. Our people is coming to the truth and receiving it so good. We got a few Kemetic brothers and Morris brothers. I've been out here battling to the teeth or whatever, but sometimes they overwhelming me because it be like 4 or 5 of them. But the Most High standing strong. I've been putting proof out there. the truth, I'm just getting my word across. But it'll definitely be an assistance, because if one can send out 1,000, two can send out 10,000. So if you can come, bro, just pull up. You can't help but see it. We're right here on the corner of Sherman and Burlock. So just call me when you pull up. I'll come link with you and grab you.
But you believe in all these
okay,
people out here. You're trying to do things by your way. That's why things ain't working. And that's the reason why our young brother got shot in the street.
Shalom, Mala. That's right. But there's many black people, but they not all our people. There's Arabs who black just like us, but they not our family. So is it black power, or is it a power amongst a specific group of black people? That's kind of vague, because they don't look at us the same way, King. We can't use
Okay, respect and love. I'm gonna come with respect and love. And we know that the Hebrews all say that y'all the truth and all the other shit ain't the truth. And we know that y'all legacy was stolen, right? Y'all legacy was stolen from y'all, right?
That's right.
From all of us. Yeah. I know the Israelites and my man's out here with cuffs on. We about 5 of them in synagogue when they go pray in. Y'all want to go take that bitch back tonight?
Why? No.
Already go take y'all synagogue back tonight.
No. We don't want what the wicked have. We don't want what the wicked have.
My power to do that. Why not? See, right there. You talking about that? Go get all these other brothers that's wild enough to go do that. None of them are going to come against them. I'm telling you. You do not have the guns. You do not have the means. You do not have the organization to bring our people to them. You don't have it. It's written in the scripture. Hey, give it again.
That's the transatlantic slave trade.
That's right.
That's what that is.
That's right, kid.
That's not 12 tribes.
Wait a second. We was a part of the transatlantic slave trade. We was part of the transatlantic slave trade. The 12 tribes of Israel was in the transatlantic. Yeah.
Hawaii?
Yeah.
Mexico? No.
Wait a second. Wait, the wicked flee with none pursue it. Well, if we having a conversation, let's talk. You ask me a question, let me answer. So those people came over here to this side of the world before the blacks did. They was persecuted by the same enemy we were. Why? Because the Native Americans were worshiping a creature rather than a creator. All the Hispanics and Latin tribes was worshiping the sun, moon, and stars. So that was all that's biblical prophecy is what we're trying to tell you. And that's how we validate our... It is, King. It is. It's Deuteronomy 28. You shall go into bondage by boat, and there you shall be sold unto your enemies for bondman and bondwoman.
Because as a nation, we are being judged by him.
But everybody didn't go into... But everybody didn't go into bondage by boat.
Not everybody, but it was slaves going by boat before the Bible was created.
Okay. But who went into bondage by boat for 400 years and was hung on trees? And we had they said, us. Only us. We have went back. It hasn't manifested to the degree that it has with us.
No.
That was written by our people. That was written by ancestors.
It's not all the way back.
You can't prove no flaws in it. Okay. The wicked flee when none pursue it. When none pursue it, the wicked flee. As we can see.
But nobody wants to sit there and do it. But they see, a lot of cats say atheists, they say a fool sits in the heart that there is no God. And that's the problem.
I'm gonna let you know I got love, man. I understand your purpose and what you out here for. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you gotta understand that God sent warriors too, though.
Hey, give him Ecclesiastes. Give him Ecclesiastes 3.
A time for war.
Hold on. We're gonna show you. We're gonna show you.
Everybody don't come together.
I think it's 3 and 9, King. 3 and 9.
I said, well, I got these cuffs on because the prison industrial complex.
3 and 1.
They make a business and they make a killing off of locking
people off the side.
That's right, King.
We're going to show you when the time is. Right now. Give him. It's in the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. There is a time and a season and a purpose for everything under heaven. Go ahead. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to kill and a time to heal. Right now is not that time. Brother, you talking about time to kill. And then I'm asking you go ahead and go against him, King. King, go against him.
Make no full moon.
That's what we're trying to say. We got brothers out here talking about let's rise up and go get them and stuff. There's 100 of us out here. There's no like 15 of them. How many of y'all rising up right now? You ain't rising up. That's nothing but talk. And y'all saying we doing nothing but talk out here. We showing and proving we can come together under the Most High law, statute, and commandments. You work in those things. We all, brother, you keep reading out. Read from the top again.
What you wanted to know? What you want to know? What you want to know?
He with that bullshit.
You talking about are we armed? We do have weapons, sir. That's what the Bible says. The Bible commands us to have weapons. But wait, we have to use them with organized wisdom. With organized wisdom. Time to get organized for an actual revolution. That's absolutely right, King. That's absolutely right. But what's the organization? The organization is the 12 tribes of Israel. That's what it is. And our doctrine is the law, statute.
I ain't saying like ain't no truth, but right now it's being registered as nothing but bullshit.
Okay, so then interpret it, because his intention is this. I could clarify if he got misunderstood or misunderstood. No, let me just clarify, period. Let me clarify for the record, for the people who listening and gonna be watching. What we doing is we trying to unite people under our ancestry as a family to be able to organize with wisdom and have a planned, coordinated attack with intelligence incorporated and not wrath and physical violence that will bring this country to its knees. That's what we doing. So we showing them that this grabbing a pistol and going off ain't gonna really do shit. They got drones, my nigga.
Well, coming out here preaching your gospel and stuff like that, that don't make people.
It's not our gospel, it's the gospel.
The stuff, look. Listen, no, I'm at a human level. Right.
Get this on camera. What's up, King?
I didn't come here for part of this. I just came here and come to find out he's really my cousin. What we're saying is only like my man said, intelligence and strategy that we come together.
That's right.
Coordinated attack don't mean we have to use violence or whippings. There's other means and forms of whippings we can use.
That's absolutely right.
I salute everybody out there. No, wait. I salute everybody out there that did what they did.
Right now, people been out here since 9 o'clock. People been out here since 9 o'clock. Look, people been out here since 9 o'clock. We have politicians out here. We have faith leaders out here. We have, everybody. We got black men. Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, time out. We have all the leaders out here who show they faith. People still out here, preaching their agenda. And it's 9 o'clock. Time out.
That's right.
Time out. Right, listen, because y'all part of it too. Y'all part of it too because y'all saying that y'all need strategy
in society, brother.
Listen, nobody.
Wait, let him speak, King.
Yeah, like y'all out here, y'all want people to listen to y'all message because it is y'all message, because it ain't ours yet. Y'all can call it the message. Listen, man, stop talking and listen. You learn something. But you down.
Wait, King.
I learned something.
Y'all so woke that y'all still asleep about the people that's living around y'all.
First off, you addressing me with the wrong information.
Listen,
I'm speaking
y'all out here.
I'm listening.
That's the problem right here.
We got people like him.
Go ahead, get your camera. Get your face. That's what it's about. Everybody want to be on the camera. I don't need no camera. I don't need no camera
right now. No,
I don't need no
That's not what.
Show them what I'm talking about.
No, that's not what we on. That's not what we on, bro. That's not what we on, bro. That's not the wrong. That's not what we on, kid. We don't have to put our hands on each other, bro.
While you was telling me to listen, you need to look on Psalm chapter 82, verse 6. And all of you are children of the Most High. Go back a couple verses up. Rise the earth out of course.
Christ said, we are God. Did not say in the Bible?
Hey, bro. You want to build with me now? Build with me, kid. So what we trying to do is we trying to get an organized aspect.
That's what I'm saying though. Everybody been out here since 9 o'clock and ain't nobody pulled nobody into a building and said like we need to get these cameras off.
Well, we don't have no building, kid.
It's churches everywhere. Churches are
required. We're not a part of the church.
It ain't about the Boys and Girls Club right here. These nonprofit organizations in this whole community.
When Christ pulled people to the side, he took them to the field. He didn't take them to the field.
Nobody ain't sitting down.
We have done that. We getting everybody's phone number who like-minded, and then go unify. We can't unify and give the message to everybody because everybody's not like-minded.
Right. Y'all have y'all whether you want to call it or not, y'all have y'all agenda.
Right, and our agenda is to come out here to build with people who like-minded, people who woke up to the fact that we are in this situation because of our ancestry.
I'm gonna teach you. I'm gonna keep you real. When people get woke, when people are woke, they become elitists. And they look at everybody else that's not woke, and y'all stupid. Y'all ain't thinking.
Right.
Y'all know what y'all doing.
Right.
Now y'all killing each other too.
Right.
And this ain't the way. And this and this and that. And nobody stops and say like, brother, how you feel right now? What you going through?
What about that? Wait a second,
King.
Wait a second, King. How are we communicating?
No, I'm saying that we.
No, I might just want you to ask you. I'm asking you a question, bro.
I'm not talking about individuals right now. I'm talking about as a group.
So we speaking. So I'm out here representing my group because we got two different agendas. The brothers right there, they giving the mainstream agenda for what the nation needs to be on. My job is to go individually to the people and give a more in-depth understanding because we can't answer every single person's question. But that's why I'm right here to try to do so. So you ask me a question. Why has he come off blasting or bashing the agenda that our people are saying, let's go out and get revenge on these people? Our reasoning behind that.
In public. I ain't saying in the public sphere. Like we can go back, we can go behind closed doors.
But I answered you, King. But I answered that question, King. I got brothers' numbers. I've been out here getting people's numbers who are like-minded to this truth. So I could call all of us who are like-minded.
Got everybody in the hood.
Wait a second, King. Don't cut me off.
I'm sorry. All right, go on.
Right. I told you I've been out here talking with people, getting their numbers who are like-minded, so that we can all call each other and organize a meeting and build a specific plan on how we can begin to start a nation within this nation and be self-dependent and depend on our own communities through the law, statutes, and commandments of our God. That's what we are doing. That's our agenda. That's our goal. So now you understand why he being so bold in his approach on destroying the so-called plan of let's go out and get revenge, because that is inapplicable.
I don't think anybody up in here really, like at the end of the day, nobody don't think that's a solution. People are angry. And that's what I'm saying. We got people who are with the people on the ground, the leaders of this community, the black brothers and sisters that live in this community. We got, our politicians, we had our politicians, we had our faith leaders all here. And nobody said like, hey, these cameras watching us right now, and I care about you and I love you and I care about what's going on right now. We need to get off the street and we need to organize.
We will do that. You talking about the bigger level on all of them?
I'm talking about everybody.
Well, we have done that.
Everybody.
Like I said,
right now, in this moment,
you can't.
Y'all should be organizing.
Wait a second. If we leave right now, wait a second. If we leave, listen to me. If we leave right now, what about me bumping into you? Because we could have left an hour ago and did that, and I wouldn't have bumped into you. So like I said, King, there's an agenda we out here with. We out here to give the mainstream message, and then me to go and unify and get people's numbers. Well, that's why you ain't tuned me out. We conversating, right?
I'm talking to you.
We conversing. We conversing.
Talking.
Okay.
Right?
So if you just talking,
I'm just saying that y'all gotta rethink the way that y'all go about things, because y'all.
Wait a second. I have gotten at least 20 phone numbers.
That's great.
So if you saying I haven't, we getting productivity. This truth not for everybody. If we could get one person to wake up out of the 1,500 people that's out here, we did our job, kid. Everybody not destined to wake up, kid.
I think they are.
Well, I don't know where you're getting your perception from.
partakers of her sin, in that you receive not her pledges, none of her plagues. So the Most High said, come up out of her. That means the mentality, the mind, and the spirit. And then physically, because a plague is what? It's a disease that causes what? Harm to the body. These are plagues and diseases, pestilence. You got roaches in everybody's houses and things, so forth and so on. These are all pestilence. These are plagues and curses. Go back to Deuteronomy 28, verse 15. This is why we're saying, this is why we're trying to get structure. The only structure we're going to get according to the script, even though you may not agree, King. Even though you may not agree, King.
I don't agree with it because I know what the book is. It's an astrological book full of metaphors and allegories. Now,
King, it's not full of metaphors and allegories. That's coming off, King. That's coming off of YouTube.
You might think this show is
I see, King, if I can show and prove to you what I have in visions and dreams, I can show and prove, but
the Bible ain't our book.
King, it is our book.
Okay, pull me outside the Bible.
Wait, come here. Come
Give
here.
Who the Bible is?
He said, because he...
Wait, come here. Come here. We got books right here. We got books right here.
Books that promote the propaganda.
Go ahead.
No. Come check them out. Come check them out.
Right there, they already
Which one?
12 and 13, because...
Right. What's wrong with that one?
Y'all sure Ben Watson?
Yeah.
He already talked about who ain't Jews.
No, he said we are the real Jews. That's what his whole book is about. White witness to the white Jewish race myth. This book is about us being the real Jews, kid.
Why did he promote?
Because Israel is in Africa. We right here. That's Africa. Israel right here.
Promote the Hebrew Israelite stuff.
That's an abomination.
He was showing that we the real Hebrew Israelites. The Bible is promoting our faith. Right. We got more than enough books outside of the Bible to validate what we stand on, King. You asked for it, we got it. You asked for it, we got it, King. What about this one? 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 What about this one?
They already proved that most of these names in the Bible were already Egyptian.
And what you find out?
Nothing about no damn Hebrew.
Really, I can take you. I can open up the book right now. I can open up the book right now. Hold this. Hold this. We finna the fucking front page of it. A history of ancient black races, including the black Hebrews. What is this woman talking about? What is this woman talking about?
Black Hebrews, not black Hebrew Israelites.
We the black Hebrews. What's the name of our forefather? What's our forefather? Our forefather's name was Yasha'al.
What's your forefather?
Yeah, my forefather's name was Israel. His name was Israel, not Moore. That's what my forefather's name was. It wasn't Moore.
Israelite is a Moorish tribe.
I'm telling you, I'm going by his name.
No.
His name is Israel.
Israelite is a Moorish tribe, is it not?
So you trying to say our skin color?
Yes or no?
You saying our skin color? I asked you a question. You said no. I don't understand the question.
She asked you was a Hebrew Israelite or not.
And I asked her for clarity. Do she mean color or do she mean nationality? Nationality? No, Moore is not a nationality. More is a color. More is a color. More is... What's going on, King? Okay, miss. Okay, listen. Wait. Listen to me.
I want to see the flag.
Because I just explained to you, through the Foreign Sovereign Immunities Act, you don't need a flag. And you can look up the Foreign Sovereign Immunities Act. There we go.
You are not a nation, you're made up.
No.
Nation flag ain't the United Nations.
We're not a part of the United States. The wicked flee with none pursueth. The wicked flee with none pursueth because they can't defend their doctrine. So they say little shit and then they take off to try to make it seem like they made their point. The wicked flee with none pursueth because they sword ain't sharp.
In the Bible, y'all was savage.
Okay.
The God in the Bible is a God of war.
Wait a second.
He told y'all to go kill mom.
Your people are savages right now. They go and abort their babies. Yeah, your people are savages right now. The Bible got us going to abort our children. Come on, King, that's far-fetched.
You know
that's far-fetched, King.
20 years oppression, miseducation,
Right.
not proper diet, can't have our people.
That's prophesied in the Bible. How did that get in the Bible? Yeah, prophesied in the Bible.
Christ gonna come back. Prophesied too. He ain't come back yet.
The time ain't right.
It shows
How the time ain't right, and we need the nigga now. Where you at, nigga?
You want to know why? Because our minds ain't open up to this shit.
got it whatsoever.
Once a specific number of us get opened up to this, then the Christ will come back and get us.
I'm gonna tell you right
We
now.
ain't coming back to the Most High's laws, statute, and commandments.
You hear him?
Ain't no reason to come back and say no nigga.
Give him a and start at verse 1.
Said to Abraham,
To show and prove that we
surety,
inherited
that there would be
and
the seed of stranger for 400 years.
That's right.
The first slave on our land came in 1619.
Let me get that on camera.
What is this? This is 2016. Last days.
Chapter 83.
That's right.
We've been last days for
No. We've been in the last days from here. From here.
2019 come. After 2019, it's gonna be some more last days.
So you don't know the day and the time. But he said the season. He gave us the season. We got the season, not the day and the time, but the season.
Y'all.
Help us. How is what the Moors teaching is gonna help us?
I'm all that shit because I'm saying the African, Native people, melanin culture.
How is that shit gonna help us unite?
All the knowledge up there. Okay, it's just like this. If I teach you economic evolution, that can help us out.
What do you mean? Be specific. What's economic evolution?
Take the people, the most self-esteem story. You take your fucking cash, our money, everything, in society,
real Jews of the Bible. They take it to the council.
and bring it back to ourselves. It's
racism.
Okay.
When we segregate from
that answers our deprivation on the economic level, but what about on the metaphysical and spiritual level?
Look,
we don't have no answer for that.
We're not trying to okay, like this. Everyone come down to earth to do certain things. You got people looking at we Hebrews like y'all brothers. You got people come out and be Moors like you got people come out and be Muslims like other brothers. You got people come out and create more money to themselves. If that makes you a better person, that's cool. But don't think that's
But what's the answer to our metaphysical deprivation? You don't have an answer for that.
You really want to know?
Yes, I do. I asked you already. I want the truth. That's not going to help us, kid. Because we need a spiritual connection. We spiritual people.
We can't go back to African spirituality.
This is African spirituality. We was in Africa. Israel is Africa.
That's Asiatic spirituality.
No. So right.
Wasn't y'all? One of them guys?
But your ancestors called on Yah. They came over here singing Kumbaya. You can't get around that. Okay, but what's most prevalent? What's most popular? Is it most known that our ancestors were saying any other thing than Kumbaya?
It was more popular.
Saying Kumbaya than anything else, kid. Come on, kid.
Y'all know this guy? Come on,
Right.
Another European.
But like I said,
who is the seed of you, like I said, he's not European.
When the
African American.
when the Haitians,
Those are bywords of proverbs.
when the Haitians, when they freedom, they call on y'all? They call on y'all. They call on they God for the Africans.
The Haitians, they called on Jah.
They call on the Haitians.
That's where Rastafarianism comes from, the Bible, bro. It's a fucked up version of the Hebrew Israelite
Rastafarian
of a people
Right, but what did Haile Selassie say he was a descendant from? He was a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah.
Everybody says that the book is not credible.
We scattered on the four corners of the earth, bro. We everywhere. We everywhere, kid.
So you telling me
truth right there.
These Ethiopians are Hebrews too?
Jump to Deuteronomy 28 and give them verse 35, I believe.
Because our people have been dispersed in all cultures and all nationalities. So now
that also means that we can mix. So we can't put yeah, we Hebrews by blood.
Wait, yes we can, because we just go by our father's genealogy.
Father was white though.
If your father was white, you're not a Hebrew. Period.
It's all about this. Can y'all take a blood test and say that's all Hebrew?
We can take a blood test and say we're not African. That's the damn show. Yeah, we done it already. Check the member tribe. It's on the National Geographic.
They African dogs.
No, they Hebrew Israelites.
They ain't Hebrew, they African.
They Hebrew Israelites.
They gonna read the Bible.
Yes, they do. They read the Bible.
They read
The New and the Old Old Testament. Yes, they do. Check it. I'm going to get your number. When you look up the Limba tribe and you see I'm right, then you call me and say Shalom, okay? Okay. Let me get your number, King. For sure.
So you be in the fields again, go ahead. The increase of our kin and the flocks of our sheep. Your food, you don't have no sheep, you don't have no crops, you can't even grow any stuff on this land right here because why? You got cement, concrete, everything, bro. You want constant things, you have to go beyond yonders in the boonies. And guess who owns all that land out there? All the so-called oppressors. How long we been cursed though? We've been cursed for 400 years. 400 years since we came over here. That's when the curse started in 1619. In 1619, we've been cursed.
So, King, what's your nationality? Man, the wicked flee when none pursue it. The wicked flee when none pursue it. They know they don't have enough to debate this truth. They don't have enough. Have enough ammunition.
It's showing the proof. Every time we walk down these streets, you bound to get shot. You bound to get raped. You bound to get murdered. You bound to get stolen from everything. That's from even from our own people. Because our brothers are envying one another because somebody else has something that they don't have. And you give an evil eye towards each other. Keep going there. No, we don't. Who said that? Hey, brother, we ain't with the king. We deal with the Gentiles as well. We don't say that everybody is
That's right. Anybody who keeps the laws can be saved. Except for the Edomites and the Ammonite men.
Some Hebrews in New York, they anti-African.
Well, wait a second. You just got to go off of what the Bible say. And some of our brothers ain't got the full understanding of the scriptures. But we can help you understand what's lacking.
We had the scriptures for 400 years.
Right.
We was enslaved and we was reading this motherfucker.
Wait a second. No, we wasn't. They wouldn't let us read.
That was the first book they let us read.
They wouldn't let us read, King. They read that to us. They read the Bible to us, King. He don't want none of this. He don't want none of this. That's right. Because it's poison for the wicked. It's poison to the wicked. It's poison to the wicked. It's poison to the wicked, King. This is poison. It's poison to the wicked. It's poison to the wicked. It's poison to the wicked. I'm a Hebrew Israelite. I'm a Hebrew Israelite. From the tribe of Judah. From the tribe of Judah. It's a bloodline. It's a bloodline. My bloodline come from Israel. My bloodline come from Israel.
You just a lie. You just a die for them.
No, my bloodline come from Israel. I'm answering your question. My bloodline. My blood. My bloodline say I'm Hebrew Israelite.
Because of the fight. When y'all was become whores in these streets, y'all mixed with the Egyptians.
No, Egyptians came to want to serve the one true God with us. You can keep our nationality through the house of our fathers. We didn't mix, as what you say, in the context of what you bring.
Bible verses show you that y'all was mixed. Even the Bible says y'all mixed with different nations.
Wait a second. Mixing or living amongst different nations and not